You know, every single day, we put an incredible amount of trust in our digital world to just work, right? We send money, we buy things, we book flights, and we really don't give it a second thought. But behind the scenes, there's this invisible guardian, a really powerful set of rules that's basically keeping our entire digital lives from spiraling into complete chaos. So let's pull back that curtain and see exactly how it all works.
I want you to really think about this for a second. You find something you want online, you type in your details, and then you click that one little button, Confirm Payment. It feels so simple, doesn't it? But in that split second, a super complex and honestly fragile process kicks off. A process where absolutely everything has to go perfectly.
Because what happens if it doesn't? What if your money just vanishes from your account, but the store never actually gets your order? What if the payment glitches out halfway through? Suddenly, your money's gone, and you've got nothing to show for it. That right there, that's the chaos that is always lurking just beneath the surface.
This whole process, from clicking the button to getting the confirmation, is what we call a transaction. And it really is a series of events all happening on the edge, where just one tiny failure can lead to a total disaster.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem. What we expect is a simple, clean, reliable outcome. But what happens when there's a partial failure? Imagine your money is taken, but that order confirmation never shows up. You're just stuck. This nightmare scenario is the exact problem that needs a completely foolproof solution.
And that solution, the guardian angel of all our data, has a name: the ACID guarantee. It's a simple little acronym for a massively powerful set of properties that makes sure a transaction is processed with total reliability, preventing exactly the kind of digital chaos we were just talking about.
Okay, so the key thing to get here is that ACID isn't one single piece of technology. It's really more like a promise. It's a contract that's made up of 4 distinct rules. And when they all work together, they guarantee that any action, whether it's transferring a dollar or placing an order, is trustworthy and consistent every single time.
So let's break down this Guardian's Code of Conduct. What are these 4 essential rules that are keeping our digital world in line?
First up, we've got A for atomicity. Now, think of an atom. It's a single, indivisible thing. It's either whole or it just doesn't exist. Well, it's the same here. For a money transfer, this means the money has to leave your account and arrive in the other account. If any part of that fails, the whole thing gets canceled, as if it never even happened. No more money getting lost in digital limbo. It's all or it is nothing. Period. Next is C for consistency. This is the rule keeper of the group. It makes sure that any transaction respects all the rules of the system. For example, a bank might have a rule that an account balance can't go below 0. Well, consistency guarantees that no transaction will ever be allowed to break that rule. The data always has to be in a valid, logical state.
Then we have I for isolation. And oh man, this one is so critical in our busy world where thousands of things are happening all at once. Isolation means that even if tons of transactions are running at the same time, they're protected from each other. They each operate in their own little bubble, so they can't see or interfere with one another's messy, in-between steps.
Just imagine 2 people trying to book the very last seat on a flight at the exact same millisecond. Without isolation, you'd have chaos. The system might actually sell the same seat twice. But with isolation, the system is smart. It handles one request at a time. It locks the seat, confirms that first booking, and only then does it look at the second request, which, of course, correctly fails. That's how you stop interference and that dreaded double booking.
And finally, there's D for durability. This is the promise that once you get that success message, your transaction is permanent. It sticks. It's been written down, saved, and it will survive a power outage, a system crash, you name it. Once it's done, it is done for good.
So let's just bring it all together real quick. We've got atomicity, our all or nothing rule. We have consistency, which says follow the rules. Isolation, which ensures no interference. And durability, which guarantees it sticks. These 4 promises, they all work together to prevent everything from partial payments to losing your order in a system crash.
All right, now that we know the rules, let's zoom out a bit. Why is this guarantee of reliability so fundamentally important to our daily lives?
It's because it's the difference between total chaos and complete order. Without ACID, you're living in a world of digital risk, where your money can be taken, but your order is just lost forever. But with ACID, you live in a world of digital trust. The payment and the order are linked together. They either both succeed or the whole thing is rolled back like it never happened. It's simple, it's clean, and it's incredibly powerful. And who relies on this? Well, pretty much every critical system you can possibly think of. Banking, finance, e-commerce, your healthcare records, airline booking systems. I mean, basically any system where trust isn't just a nice little feature. It's the entire foundation of the business.
These 4 rules give us this incredible layer of safety and reliability. So, what's the big takeaway here?
Ultimately, ACID really is that silent, unseen guardian. It's the framework that's always operating behind the scenes, turning the inherent risk of every single digital transaction into the bedrock of trust that our entire modern world is built on.
But that leaves us with one last really fascinating question. If this ACID guarantee is so perfect, so essential for reliability, why do some of the biggest, most massive scale systems in the world, I'm talking social media platforms, huge web services, why do they sometimes choose to relax or even ignore these rules? Well, that's a story for another time.